Alrighty, so as you guys know, there are a bunch of dusty motherfuckers out there who swear up and down I fall between somewhere in the group of these freak motherfuckers, okay? It couldn't be any more further from the truth. We got my motherfucking main Jeffrey Epstein over here. Next up, we got the Subway guy. This guy's a freak. To my left, man, we got good old motherfucker R. Kelly. Let me tell you something about R. Kelly. My body's telling me no.
All right, anyways, let's get started with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. We have a lot to discuss with you. I have split this into two pieces. So the video that you're watching right now, or the first segment that you're watching with me on stream, is going to be the response segment, the additional pieces of the Mike Klum EDP445 documentary that have been released on the Mike Klum 2 YouTube channel, including YouTubers react to EDP's dick pics. This one
I'm told these are some of
YouTubers react to EDP's shit pics. EDP returns to where he's caught an 11-minute video of him returning to the scene of the crime. And additionally, EDP praising Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate. That's what this segment's going to be, along with a seismic level mental breakdown that has occurred over the last 48 to 36 hours of Alex Rosen replying to every single person who tweets at him. We have to go through that because I needed an entire segment to go through Alex Rosen's mental breakdown before we even talked about Gideon, and Gideon will not be in this segment. So initially, this is the clip I wanted to see. Sneako's reaction to EDP445 shouting him out on his documentary. Now listen, I don't think that Sneako is as bad as EDP445. I'm just saying that if you put the two in the room and you had them chat about what they believe in, I think more often than not, we're going to start to see, I don't know, maybe not more often than not, but we're definitely going to see some like-minded opinions, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about here? So we have Sneako response to EDP445 shouting him out right now.
I'm glad to be back. Apparently EDP shouted me out. Why did EDP shout me out? So there's a documentary I was gonna watch.
Dude, that was the funniest part, because like this is like literally 9/11 for Sneako. Like this is the worst possible scenario going in.
Watch it, and Yo AK calls me and he says that he shouted me out, which sounds like a lie. And you know what's weird is I'm like, cool.
What? And
then I remembered that's EDP.
All right, so he actually did eventually see it. Apparently he was caught speechless, finding out that he's one of the only people who got a glaze job by the guy who was trying to glaze.
What, did he actually shout me out?
Life. Sneako, guy is cool as fuck. Sneako, if you watch.
Dude, you see him immediately start to smile, but he knows he can't.
Sneako, guy is cool as fuck. Sneako, if you're watching this shit, come on out to Vegas, man. I'll treat you to some fucking tacos.
Dude, how would you even respond to this publicly if you're Sneako? Like, what do you say? If you go around, you're like, actually, I think this guy is a disgusting pedophile. I will not eat tacos with you, good sir. I will not. How dare you? How dare you? Like, you sound performative, upset, right? Like, that doesn't sound good either. What do you say in this situation?
Okay, what?
You go, no, thank you.
What is this list? Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate, they're both in jail. Trump, Joe Rogan, Think About This and Myron, Ben Shapiro, and Pearl. It's 2023 red pill. Where's EDP been? This is such a...
Sneako is debating eating tacos with him right now. Stop. Stop.
Red pill.
Nick
Sneako has been spotted in Vegas.
This is... Ironically, I mean, we're in the Miami setup reacting to it, but this...
Next up, we got Life.
He's trolling. He's clip farming. I know he's clip farming.
I don't think he's trolling. I think those are the people he likes to watch.
Okay.
What about that? Did you think was a troll?
I'll get to the documentary. Okay.
So that's Sneako's position. But we've got a couple other YouTubers. Aiden Ross gets mad, and I had to beep it out. I forgot what they said. Basically, EDP said that Aiden's family should have been killed in the Holocaust. Was his take. I mean, I clocked it on my first watch. On my stream watch, it took me a second, which is funny because I'd already seen it.
This is my certified bitch list. EDP certified bitch list. Let's get on into the first one. Penguin Zero. This motherfucker.
Okay, we don't care about the Penguin Zero part. We're looking for, yeah, the Aiden Ross one.
Aiden Ross. Typical bitch. Fro tosses motherfucking ass up in the goddamn tray. The rest of his fucking ancestors.
Yo, bro, why
Dude, this guy's streaming from Kick. Come on, listen, man.
did I get it the worst? Jesus Christ, bro.
He kind of did. Wait, he kind of did get it the worst. I actually defend him on that.
Like,
Yeah, they let... Dude, EDP did not want to wipe out anyone else's bloodline. There are people who have done infinitely more harm to you on that list.
holy fuck. Okay, at least people are actually, like, not laughing at this, and they're actually, like, calling... Isn't he not a pedophile? Like,
No, he is. Why would you ask?
I could have sworn he's not a pedophile.
Wait, what? What?
Motherfucker said Jufro. That's not even funny. Ha ha ha, Sneeko. Ha ha ha. Bro, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, I'm genuinely so confused. Is he a pedophile or not?
Oh my... Dude, how do you... This is the most popular internet pedophile ever. Like, the most clear-cut. The least controversial pedophile. And some would argue that makes for a bad documentary. Those people didn't see Chris Chan. They didn't watch that far, okay? They didn't know it was actually going to be amazing. Some people think that an open and shut case cannot be entertaining. And I would tell them, you need Boogie in your documentary. There's another one. Whatever happened to the pedophile mukbang? And then Boogie2988 goes in his best old school uncle of the internet voice. He's like, well, I'm not a pedo, but I sat down and talked to EDP about losing some weight, being less of a piece of shit, and how to date adults and try to be less shitty. I guess Clum felt like it was too lighthearted for the documentary. At the end of the day, 2 years ago, I met him and treated him like a person, not too different from Gideon or Skeeter. You can't just punch a guy. All you can really do is talk to them. This guy is like child molester supreme, okay? There is nothing salvageable about him at all whatsoever. There's no argument you could make. There's no exception you can try to argue. This guy is the Don of pedophiles on the internet. He is the top G, okay? Pedophiles look at EDP and go, at least I didn't get a call like that. Like, that's the type of shit we're seeing right. EDP was literally like, short of this guy getting hogtied, all right, it could not have gotten much worse for him. You know what I mean? And Boogie wanted to go to him and have a conversation about how it's time to start dating adults. Really? He thinks this sounds good? This is what he thinks sounds good? You gotta try to be less shitty, Mr. P. What? Top G is in groomer, top C is in cupcake. Being less of a piece of shit and trying to be less shitty. Boogie couldn't even think of enough things to put in the tweet. He had to duplicate. It's also really embarrassing. Also, how to date adults. He's giving them the tips to find out. The tips to find where the barely legal ones actually are. Listen, all right? If you go outside and start playing Pokemon Go, not only can you lose that 100 pounds, odds are you can run into an 18 or 19-year-old. Like, this is the type of advice I'm expecting Boogie to be giving from the position that he currently sits in. That's just insane. That's just insane. And yeah, mukbang food thing. I want this video. I want this right now. See, Tectone has got contacted by Clum. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, honestly, but I'm hoping that he's trying to feed his way in to get a documentary out of him. That'd be really good. But yeah, Tectone came out and said Mike Clum's a huge fan. That was a little sad. What did I walk into? Well, Sergeant Billy Mitchell said, I'm surprised Jeremy didn't make it on EDP's friend list. Honestly, with the types of people he put on there, maybe this is crazy. I could imagine that EDP might be a fan of Jeremy's day-to-day content. I don't know if he's a stream watcher, but I feel like he's watched more Jeremy than I have this year. That doesn't mean anything to Jeremy, of course, but that does seem like the type of politics that he regularly consumes. Good to see Mr. Mitchell in here again. And this is where I want to use my opportunity, where I'm talking to a bunch of people who for some reason finally agree with me on my take of vigilante predator hunters. It only took one Mama Max a Gideon, and an Alex Rosen for you guys to be convinced, but thank you guys. If you remember the old Augie RFC debate, that was the last thing Augie really did before he left the internet, was defend Alex Rosen on the EDP hunt. If you want to hear my early takes on it, back when I really didn't like Alex Rosen, that Hooked episode is pretty good. It's a good piece of media going over my issues that I had with this way back when. But reminder, since we're all realizing that many of these vigilante pedophile hunters are actually just clout demons and degenerates themselves, I want to remind everyone, Vitaly accused the wrong guy of being a pedophile, and Kick unbanned him. That was a thing that happened, yes. He's just like a retarded adult. This guy should have been thrown in a cell for the rest of his life. I don't know why he wasn't. He committed some crime in like a third world country or something, and they literally could have threw this guy in a cell for the rest of his life. They should have. It would have been a good service to the society of all the people he has to interact with moving forward. The fact that he got to come home is a tragedy, personally.
You wanna rape a 16-year-old?
Wait, she never told me.
They throw this guy on stream. Him and his army of goons starts harassing him. This just happened to be some other dude who showed up in the park.
She was 16.
Oh,
It's fucking crazy.
she did. Where's the Bluetooth speaker,
That's not the guy they were there to meet.
honey?
Wait.
Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
And he's just trying to explain himself. And you know, for a watcher of this show, you've seen pedophiles do this so many times. That's not me. I'm innocent. She really said this. And this was really the first time that a lot of people saw them do that, like a guy do this who's being scrutinized. And he's actually not the guy in the screenshots. That's actually just not him.
Wait, no.
Honey bun.
me on Snapchat.
Honey bun.
And he was getting sued for this. I wish this guy eternal debt for the fucking... I wish this guy's kids were in debt because of the actions that he takes here.
Added me on
Honey
He doesn't have kids, that's why I said it, but...
bun. Bluetooth
wait,
speaker. Honey bun.
Wait, look.
You got the messages right here.
Wait, where did she? I swear to God, she never told me. She
Wait,
was
really?
16. I swear.
Oh, shit. I'm
We needed Chud the Builder to use his powers of racism to stop this from happening.
bad, bro. You're good.
Are you fucking Russian, bro? Dude, that's where... Dude, Chud the Builder uses powers of racism for good.
You're good.
No, I swear to God.
Sorry, bro. Wrong person.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Wait, no.
And they're joking. They're joking with it. They don't realize it. They don't know.
No, dude,
They're
listen.
like, oh, it's the wrong person, guys. This is a bit. This is a bit.
18. I swear to God. I don't move
Wait,
like
wait.
that.
So you trolling too?
No, we got the messages.
No, she said maybe it's a misunderstanding.
deleted it on his end.
Oh.
On there, I'm serious.
Joanne.
And they sit here. They debate this. They debate this. Debate this.
Show you everything one by one. Okay.
But
And he's fucking with him here. He's like, yo, let me show me all your messages, man. Oh, I guess we can get to the bottom of this together. Before realizing, oh, no, this is real. This guy's actually getting slandered right now on our stream.
You are Indian, so you are.
To thousands of, oh, and also the Indian comments as well. You need those ones. Yeah. Oh, yes, dude. Yeah, me so horny. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. That was
Smart.
definitely not the right racism on my part. My bad.
You probably cheated the system.
but for Indian,
We're again in the middle of.
No, I was supposed to say Bob and Vagine. Yeah, that was a good one, buddy.
You say talking, bro. I asked you guys. Holy shit! I was just perfectly I was getting a perfect fucking farm clip, and then somebody had to. Okay, hello. How are you? Okay, let's go.
This is an evil person.
Yeah. So okay.
Actually, go tell about that, Johanna.
Hello, ma'am. Are you still here?
911.
Yes, we are on the way.
Thank you
911 is
so much,
thinking
ma'am.
like. Hey. Hi, what's up?
Which one
How
are
are
you?
Nice to meet you.
And the cop comes over and he's a fan of this fucking retard. Like that guy. Fuck that guy too. Oh, and fuck this guy as well. Fuck the entire industry of these streamers. There's like fucking probably like you could probably find you can count on your hands which guys are working with law enforcement. And the fact that YouTube has a ban on people who aren't working with law enforcement and some people still get around it is kind of sad, but I'm glad that YouTube has the right policy in comparison to these other platforms that let grifters run wild and falsely accuse dudes. And I tweeted this on August 10th, and I actually want to let you know something happened. I don't know if it was my tweet that caused it, but something actually really did happen with Vitaly after, you know, he's starting to come back now and make content again after falsely accusing this guy of being a pedophile and getting arrested. Not getting arrested, sorry. Getting banned temporarily. They're actually going to be doing a huge return stream for him Thursday on the 13th, which is tomorrow. So, I mean, you can literally falsely accuse a guy doing pedophile hunts on Kick, and they'll just bring you back. I'm sure he'll be on the front page that day. This is why I don't respect Kick as a platform. You always hear me talk shit about Twitch, and I have tons of problems with Twitch. But this is the type of shit they get away with on Kick. You just don't hear about it because your expectations are that, like, pedophiles can stream there, or, like, anything goes, and it's the platform where the racists get to hang out or something like that. So everyone kind of immediately assumes that everything they do there is going to be a couple stages worse than Twitch or YouTube, so it doesn't get called out very often. But yeah, this is a huge miss by Kick by platforming this guy and ever bringing him back to the site. That's an unforgivable piece of slander that should never be broadcast on any of these streaming sites again. Yeah. This is why I respect Storyfire. I found out Storyfire is, like, not a platform anymore. I was going to go post something there. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'm going to plug this in the middle of my segment, otherwise I would not remember. Now that...
Thank you for the bribe.
I obviously had to do some schmoozing to get this video out, right? Like, it was not, like, a very simple process to go and get this thing done. But you can go on my Rumble, and if you want to watch that entire segment from start to finish, including the part that's not out yet, and you don't want to hear any of the beeps or the censors or the blurring, the full reaction to the Mike Klum documentary is nearly 4 hours in length, and I had to stick it on Rumble. My channel's the one with the check mark, even though it has 114 followers. Don't know how I got it. No clue, actually. But, the full EDP reaction has been posted to Rumble for about a day now. So if you don't want to sit here and listen to a beep every 3 seconds...
a virgin? No.
Feel free to go watch that.
Why would so many people be Googling
Rumble?
that?
I don't use Rumble. I'm never going to use Rumble. I fucking hate Rumble. Rumble is where I dump shit that I can't show on YouTube, and there's literally 2 segments in 4 years, or 3 years, or whatever, that I had to put on that site. I don't intend to use it as a platform. I don't think it's, like, a serious platform that'll be worth my time and investment. It's literally just for my garbage. And in this case, I think that's a pretty solid stream. I couldn't broadcast it, so it had to get dumped on Rumble. Alright, guys, this is where the world ends. There's a lot of stuff to go over here. We're going to spend a lot of time with Alex Rosen. Eagle-eyed viewers will know that I was kind of positive to Alex throughout the course of the documentary. It seems like he was willing to acknowledge his wrongdoing at the time, and he fucked this case up. Him, the Predator poachers, the idiot that he was going around with, Mr. I'm not going to fist bump you, man. Like, those guys fucked this case up. Watching him waddle around after EDP445 and start, officer, as he's flipping through his papers during the day of the catch. I can't show you the clip because I think my channel will get taken down if I show the full unedited sting. But yeah, him going through frantically saying, but you got to come arrest him, man. You got to come arrest him now. Obviously shows that the intent for that piece of content was to expose this guy, in my opinion, for, like, views, attention, grifting, all that stuff. Any issue that I had with Alex Rosen at the time, I made all those things public. I gave all my comments. I know that Alex Rosen now does a lot better. You know what I mean? He tracks all the stuff. He's got a website. He's getting all these convictions and arrests and stuff. And you can go from point A to point B to point C to find out, like, what happened to the guy that they've gone after. It seems like he's done better. In the last few years, he's been promoted by actual police departments and stuff. So there's a level of grace that I provide Alex Rosen that I don't think Gideon's quite earned. And he also didn't use a 15-year-old in his sting operations. So he's got that going for him, right? I know that a lot of people hate Alex Rosen for his Chud the Builder stuff, and well, you're right. That's totally fine. But when we're talking about pedophile hunters on YouTube, he's like the best one. Objectively, right now, that's active, that I'm aware of. I don't know any. I could not give you an example of a better influencer pedophile hunter. I could argue that most of them are really bad, and being the best of that doesn't really mean much. But at this point, I would say Alex Rosen's probably the best. So in the documentary, when he's getting some pushback from Mr. Klum, I think he does kind of okay.
Well, Cold Raven basically was sounding the alarms before I even knew about it.
And Cold Raven sending this to him and not, like, police or law enforcement or something.
Leave it.
I just don't know the, I don't get it.
I was just like, oh, EDP's an incel, this and that. But, you know, seeing the evidence, it was very blatant that he was not only just following underage kids, he was hitting on them in the comments, and obviously I'm sure he was trying to DM them as well. So that gave us reason to throw an account his way and to follow him. And in our profile, we had that we were 13 years old. We reach out to him, we just say, hi, I'm a big fan. And he says,
all right, the main clip we want to see is this one.
Views and clicks and make.
So this is the criticism by Chris Hansen that's got them all out of whack. which again, in some ways, is kind of hypocritical.
And again, it probably was something that for Alex Rosen created a lot of views and clicks. And
it did. And again, Alexa, how old is Alex Rosen from Predator Poachers?
Alex Rosen, the founder of Predator Poachers, was born on March 15th, 2000, making him 26 years old. Are you interested in learning more about Predator Poachers and their work?
No. Alexa, what year was the EDP445 sting?
EDP445's big stay happened in 2021, when he was exposed and his channel was taken down.
I gotta be honest with you, I was kind of a retard at 21 as well. I know that Alex Rosen looks 30 or 40 years old or something, but I can give a bit of grace that he's just like a 21-year-old retard who thinks he's a vigilante ready to fucking hunt predators, and by the time he hits 25 or 26, he'd get it. Doesn't mean that I think that all the methods were good. I think there's videos. Alexa, stop! I'm not talking to you. Like he was doing the boxing shit. He was doing a lot of stupid shit early in his career. But the expectation that he would have improved from 21 to 26 is kind of reasonable.
And made some news in different pockets of the
I know. When you look at that guy, you're like, what are you talking about? That's a bad source. It's not. I'm telling you the truth. This guy was 21 at the time when he's like the balding, bearded man archetype. That was him.
Internet. But the case isn't prosecutable. And at the end of the day, it looks amateurish and sloppy.
Mm-hmm. So this is the big criticism. This upset a lot of people.
What accountability
all the people who were involved
can you take in the fact that EDP is free today?
And honestly, when I watched this didn't come off as a bad answer. This is the question.
Well, yeah. I mean, I myself could have done a better job of saying, instead of trying to just stand my ground, be bullish, standoffish, infinitely more stuff that I could have done to try to make him, to at least put in more effort into hoping that he gets arrested. But, I can confidently say that Predator Poachers have been responsible for getting infinitely sicker people in EDP off the streets, and EDP played a part in teaching us that lesson on how to do that.
So, do you think that's a bad answer? Do you think that was a respectful answer that he provided back? It's a defense of himself, sure, but I don't think that he's done. I don't think there's any. I feel like he took that in stride. Hey, listen, there's stuff we could have did better, but we have done better. We've been doing better for years, right? That's it. So surely he didn't go on the biggest unhinged schizo meltdown as soon as this came out. And wait, do you hear that? What is that? Where's this music coming from? 350 plus convictions across 46 states. EDP's lucky that we caught him when we were less than 3 years removed from high school. Chris doesn't know how to interview to save his life, and he'll only catch pedos in controlled environments. You're right, we definitely messed up by getting him to admit to multiple felonies and turning all the evidence that we had in. Clearly this method of failure, most of the time, Kern County failing to prosecute a blatant crime is totally acceptable. It's literally a bunch of do-nothing, retarded slurs on Twitter going, oh, you guys gotta apologize to me. Ho's mad. Oh, I'm done talking shit on Chris Hansen. After watching his part of the documentary, I want to congratulated Chris on getting a single pedo to finally admit to a crime for the first time in his career. Y'all N-words are pretending to be mad, or is this the new current thing yet? Oh, really? What law or rule of evidence did I violate? Oh, it's irrelevant. How come every place we get arrests come from everywhere but Kern County? My anime reaction channel said it, so it must be true. Oh no, the anti-diss-that dude anime slurs are whining again. Oh, of course we've implemented a lie. Still not our fault that EDP wasn't charged. The thing is, fucking racism for what's been used removed. What's supposed to be accepted 5 years ago? You don't think we changed it? That will satisfy you. What should I care? What do you Okay, so he's obviously had a bit of a problem. There's a bit of a problem that has occurred here. There's a little bit of an issue that's okay. So we got to go through this and figure out how the fuck this Alex Rosen thing has gone down exactly the way that it has. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna look at these individually, one by one, and my voice is definitely gone. You're saying it was clipping? Yes, that was a feature, not an accident. But yes, Alex Rosen, 350 convictions across 46 states. The criticism was, legendary predator catcher Chris Hansen confronts EDP445 over his actions and his comments about being caught trying to meet a 13-year-old while also calling out Alex Rosen and other YouTubers for doing amateurish and sloppy work that he says can make cases unprosecutable. I'm going to defend Alex Rosen right now once, and then I'm going to make fun of him for the rest of the stream.
Nicholas, the GOAT. I appreciate that.
Take my money for that comedy gold and making my son worry about how hard I was laughing.
My voice is gone. I don't know how to do the rest of the show, but... when are you actually playing Elden Ring? Never. I would be a terrible stream.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
So I'm going to just be honest with you. Chris Hansen does suck. Like, he actually really does suck. And the videos to find out why are on a channel of like a banished YouTuber, or you can go to my channel. But honestly, John Swan...
Oreo,
oh, thank you.
You silly.
So I'm going to be honest with you. John Swan plagiarized me and made the better video.
The best commentator of the year.
Hold on, let me get through these.
Guys, it would appear Alex Rosen is a little upset.
I know that John Swan is a banished YouTuber, but his videos on Chris Hansen are better than mine because he plagiarized me and took all my best shit. And he's admitted to this. This is a real thing that happened. But his video is very good. So if you go to the video to catch a payday, this is really where you start to see all the real issues that arise from this. The main one being Sarah's laptop. In the Onision investigation, there was allegedly evidence that there was CP sent between Onision's partner and an actual minor. And because he didn't really know what he was doing on YouTube, interacting with YouTubers, he didn't really know the lay of the land, he wasn't taking it very seriously, he brought on some random guy, what was his name? Some douchebag, and sent him the laptop, and that laptop was modified. They like fucked around with the hard drive of it, so it basically was literally inadmissible evidence. So when Chris Hansen is criticizing Alex Rosen for creating inadmissible evidence, remember that the only chance to take down anybody in Onision's family seemingly was botched by Chris Hansen. And this whole thing, the Sarah's laptop stuff, is all here. He desperately needed money, so he started doing these weird interviews with Tumblr blog owners who admitted later they were high as fuck when they were talking about how Onision literally murdered people on stream. Nanovapor Biotech, when he's talking about the COVID cure shit or whatever. It was like it sprayed off the table, it deletes it or whatever. That was in here. Escobar Fold, he actually got bamboozled into promoting a Pablo Escobar iPhone. Oh, sorry, a Samsung ripoff. That was literally, if you checked it, it was like you could peel off the side and the Samsung logo was still there. They just bought a bunch of Samsung Galaxy Folds and renamed them Pablo Escobar, and Chris Hansen literally shouted them out.
It appears to be the best phone out right now.
Like, this guy was he literally needed money desperately. He was having legal trouble, and he started acting like a hooker on social media, doing deranged shit, and then trying to jump into predator catching without his team of people. The John Cristani scam report stuff was really egregious too. He's talking to a literal grifter, a literal fucking like handler, okay? And he's promoting this guy's fucking book.
These cyber grifters and others like them lurk in every dark corner of the web. The good news is, with a little healthy skepticism, they're easy to avoid.
Like, this guy he's talking about is a known scammer.
If you learn how to spot the warning signs of a scammer. You have to do your research.
The research is that you're a piece of shit. That's the if John Swan really plagiarized me, he'll have the Benjamins on Benjamins YouTube clip here. But yeah, these were like weird commercials that he shot. Yeah, this one. This is the guy he's like promoting.
To my friend.
How to make money online influencer courses.
To John Cristani's Den of Deception.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Benjamin and his friend Benjamin.
This is the kind of shit my uncle watches on Facebook.
and his friend Benjamin and Benjamin.
And then Chris Hansen literally was shilling for this guy's site.
For a subscription to their service.
It's hard to overemphasize the importance of research when embarking on a work-at-home business. And this...
Yeah, he's just like, he legitimately was doing some really fucked up stuff, damaging actual cases and stuff that people were interested in. And he came in and kind of just took over the Predator scene badly. So yeah, Chris Hansen had a really rocky 2020s, and to turn around and be like, if it was me, I would have got you. Not in the year of 2021 and 2022. Maybe you got your act together right now, but it's a little late, Chris. You know, this guy's a legendary predator hunter. There's a movie being made about him. But when people say this guy's fucked up real stuff and ruined cases before, they're not wrong. This guy has done weird grifter shit for money, like he's criticizing. And it's not me acting like Skeeter G and being like, well, don't you do everything for money? We do our stuff for money. No, you took money from the Escobar fold. That's a little different, Chris. So, I mean, I was kind of having fun, and I wasn't really heavily criticizing Chris during my thing, but it's worth pointing this out.
The GOAT. Thank you for the
And with all that being said, Chris was hilarious in the documentary. I loved that he was a part of it. I wouldn't change that one bit. But yes, I understand being a bit pissed off about the criticism, because Chris Hansen, at least in his current iteration, is not the guy from Dateline NBC. 350 plus convictions across 46 states, which Alex Rosen is not lying about. That is real. EDP is lucky we caught him when we were less than 3 years removed from high school. Again, this is fine. Chris Hansen also doesn't know how to interview to save his life. I don't really think this was a huge, like, what was he gonna... Wait, I'm sorry. What was Chris Hansen's interview problem in this one? He just kept confessing. I don't know what I would have did if I was Chris Hansen. EDP confessed to everything without even being pushed back.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Thank you.
Shout to the #1 muffin. I am free.
Yeah, the comment Skeeter made in the document. Yeah, the Skeeter comment in here. Is that here? Where is this? There was a Skeeter Gene comment where he's like, oh yeah, man, I mean, like, me and Gideon could have did this better, but there's no money in that. That was an evil comment that he made. Yeah, that was a crazy one. That's objectively worse than anything that we've seen so far. So you basically made this documentary possible instead of making sure EDP got locked up. You made this press run possible for him, just pure incompetence. You'll have the spirit, though. You're right, we definitely messed up by getting him to admit to multiple felonies and turning in all the evidence we had. And again, he was walking away, calling the cops frantically, like, you got to arrest him, man. I want to turn over all this info. It's like, that needs to happen before. That can't happen. You need to be working with police. If you're not working with police, you're working against them. Clearly, this method is a failure most of the time. Kern County failing to prosecute a blatant crime is totally acceptable. You're going to have different jurisdictions on how these guys deal with vigilantes. Some people might be a bit more, and dependent on the laws in given regions, it might be easier to help you out and interact with you in some capacity. Some places don't really have that, or they don't want to, or they know that there's like an uptick in these grifters on social media trying to do this for money, attention, and they don't really care about kids. If you're caught in the crossfire, you should be mad at Vitaly. That's who you should point your complaints at. You should point your complaints at Gideon, when Gideon is working with a 15-year-old girl trying to put away a pedophile that everybody's already known about. And yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to work on anything there that's going to get an actual arrest. You're working with a 15-year-old. Yeah, it's Austin. Oh, sorry. Crazy how he's for real a pedophile and he got away with it scot-free, and then gets to have a haha, you guys couldn't get me victory lap comedy documentary, and people will still call you a sympathizer if you say those pedo hunter guys ain't worth shit. So this is one where they literally did not tag Alex Rosen. Alex Rosen is Googling hate for the documentary. Or like he's Googling comments and like looking for reasons to get mad at random things online. He's not invoked by this at all. Yeah, it's us and Gideon's fault that the police didn't charge EDP despite ample evidence of multiple felonies. Gideon worked with a 15-year-old and you texted him first, man. Whatever issue that you have with the county or whatever, you guys created this problem. These are things that you should have known better not to do. Now, I've given you tons of grace saying you were new at it and you were doing weird shit back then, but you got your act together now. This doesn't scream like somebody who actually feels bad about this or anything. It feels like somebody who's been like fearing this coming up again, and you feel like you... And I've been in positions where I feel like I need to defend things because ego or something. That's what's happening here. I think this is all ego. It's kind of sad. I don't know why you're doing this. Zero question from Kern County Sheriffs or LVMPD on why they refused to charge. Why didn't any law enforcement agency do their own sting on them? Chris Hansen claims, if it was me, you'd be in jail. Laughable considering he himself has all the work done for him and sits in interviews with terrible questions for 5 minutes. But also, why didn't Chris Hansen run his own thing on EDP in the last 5 years? Again, you don't want him. He'd have bombed this too. He would have absolutely fucked this up. What else do we got here? Oh, so this is where things start to escalate for Alex. His other side comes out, like the Green Goblin mask. Watching the EDP documentary right now, and Gideon is definitely not the guy we thought he was. So then, this is like a racist caricature meme that he's chosen to. Oh, he's just being. Yeah, this is just like he's just being racist. So that's fun. Okay, Alex. I'm glad the EDP. This is again. Wait, is he double post? No, this is not. I'm glad the EDP documentary is also criticizing how sloppy the indie wannabe Chris Hansen YouTube channels are at handling these situations. So he's actively looking for comments that are mean to him online and responding to every fucking one of them. It's over for realsies this time, guys. And again, this one doesn't tag him. The EDP documentary did such a good job at really showing how the pedo hunters fucked this one up and only really care about the clicks, but also allowing EDP to dig his own grave by admitting to crimes that should open more investigations. And then Alex Rosen says, the clicks and the views! As if this is not like a total legitimate criticism of at least the spot that he's in, right? Alex Rosen should agree with me. If he's a really good pedophile hunter, like the way that I've said that he is, he should want the other guys who are doing bad work to be either shut down, Mr. Free Speech, either shut down because they're blowing up honeypots or putting people in danger that don't need to be, or getting in the way of law enforcement who are just trying to do their fucking jobs. I mean, I don't think Alex Rosen's ACAB, do you? Do you think he's ACAB? Name searching people? It's not even name searching. He's looking for people to be upset with him in the documentary because in some way, shape, or form, he knows he's fucked this one up and it bothers him. So he's got an ego post about it. Listen, I'm not above it. Don't Die crashes out on a viewer defending Alex Rosen. This one is name searched. Gideon's former colleague, while reacting to the EDP documentary, referring to his past racist actions, like saying the hard R and donating to Chud the Builder. And then Alex Rosen responds, "You crybaby ass, N-word." So he's been having, because this is a black man, to be clear, who said that it's kind of crazy that Gideon was like dick sucking Alex Rosen. Because are we gonna act like people? Everyone knows Alex Rosen's politics. Everybody knows Alex Rosen's racist. Unfortunately, he's the best guy doing this shit right now. And if you want pedophiles to go to jail, it seems like Alex Rosen is helping put them there or whatever. You know, like that's kind of what's happening. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad with him, because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. So Gideon was getting criticism because after the Chud the Builder thing, he's like, wait, I didn't know this about Alex. And it's like, I mean, I saw a video of him going into Whole Foods and harassing people for wearing masks in the middle of the pandemic. So I knew about this, and I think most people knew about this, and I think it's pretty unlikely that Gideon didn't know. But you guys know Gideon. Gideon is the I will only concede up to the point that you're aware of, and I'm going to spin it kind of guy. Like he's kind of a tall tales response guy. I don't really take anything he says. Everything's got to come with a grain of salt when it's coming from Gideon, because he's not looking to tell you the truth unless he absolutely fucking has to, right? So then Alex Rosen says, by the way, any of you could go show us how it's done and conduct a new sting for yourself. This is some fucking, like, this is the type of shit that he's probably mad about. Oh, you don't like Twitter? Go start a new social media. Oh, you didn't like our pedophile hunt that we fucked up and let the most notorious pedophile in YouTube history get away? Well, actually, you could go down there and you could do a sting operation where you bring on somebody to pretend to be a child and put your life in danger with the guy who's got tons of guns and wants to use them.
The best commentator of the year.
Gideon is utterly Noah-coded.
He 100%... He'll 100% go for it again, just like he did with us, Gideon. You're just as capable. But nah, all you guys are going to do are watch the documentary while stuffing your face with hot Cheetos. What wasn't there an entire section where you're like half naked on a bed eating chips or something? Like there's a whole part of this documentary where Mike Klum requested Alex Rosen to strip down to his boxers or whatever the fuck he was wearing and just have chips all over his body while they're criticizing him. It's somewhere in here. I just think it's a funny criticism for somebody who's like a comic relief character for doing that. But nah, all y'all do is watch a documentary while stuffing your face with hot Cheetos and being angry on Twitter for a week until the next current thing drops. There's the current thing projector. That was an actor? I thought that was literally him. Oh, I apologize to him if that wasn't. Fuck Alex Rosen. Thank you, thank you. Chris Hansen didn't get anyone locked up, retard. Perverted Justice got people locked up. Hansen was the network face of the show who did scripted interviews with people that Perverted Justice caught. Do your research before you try to act smart. And then Alex Rosen wrote, and this is so funny, few understand this. This is like a caption of an AI video of something that just didn't happen. And then like some person in the comments writes like, few understand this. Holy shit, that's an actor. It's not Alex Rosen. Then it was a great actor. It looked just like him. Someone told me that Alex did that for free, and it was like a cool thing he did. That's what I said in the last one, so I guess I was wrong. And then, unprompted, there's no quote tweet here. He just posted, I apologize for the EDP stick. Okay, well, maybe he's having a come-to-Jesus moment. Maybe a come-to-Jesus moment is happening. Sorry we did it in a county that sentences people to only 90 days in jail for having 70 terabytes of child pornography and refuses to take any case seriously. It's all Kern County's fault. Everything else we did is flawless, except for the fact that EDP lives in Bakersfield. So at this point, he's saying that messaging him first was totally fine. Totally fine. There's nothing to talk about here. So again, guys, really sorry he lives in Bakersfield and not a place that takes it seriously. I'm so sorry. It's just, he's crying. He's just literally crying. It's actually insane that he's still going. I'm done talking shit on Chris Hansen. I mean, listen, my document says that you're probably not done talking shit about Chris Hansen, but sure, all right. Listen, I've done this myself and said that I'm done talking about something and then proceeded to crash out about it before. I'm not done talking shit on Chris Hansen. After watching his part of the EDP documentary, I want to finally congratulate Chris on getting a pedo to actually admit to a crime for the first time in his career. Well played, son. And then from there, he said, good morning. Predator Poachers has countless more convictions than Chris Hansen. To be fair, I don't remember the order of which I screenshotted this, but there is a possibility that he just woke up and then tweeted about it. But he definitely did wake up and tweet this. I just don't know what day it was. Then he said, N-words with anime profile pictures and 100,000 tweets since January are mad at me. I don't know how I'll make it through this. So it's just it's like he's fishing for compliments. It's really sad, pathetic behavior. I don't know what happened. If you go back in the documentary, he almost comes off as humble when he's talking about it. I think he said all the right things, and then as soon as it's off script or off like whatever he had prepared to say or whatever he said from the heart back then or wherever people are going to see it, his ego takes over and he acts like an asshole. You're literally the sole reason why EDP is walking free. Take accountability. We got retarded OnlyFans women telling me to take accountability. Can't make this stuff up. Again, I don't know why you've chosen this battle. And then he was so ass mad about that one, he made a second quote tweet on the exact same tweet saying, and OnlyFans referring to eating pussy and accountability in the same sentence. Repent to your father and deactivate your account, bitch. And this one is just embarrassing because he's literally double posting quote tweets about how angry he is that he's getting called out by an OnlyFans model. Like, this is an insane fucking play. Chris Hansen never jokes about raping anyone in their sleep. You're right. He's the only catcher to get arrested for not showing up to court for a predator's prosecution, and one of the few to scam their audience. At least he didn't make a joke and say the N-word. Like, why is he doing this? Nobody's asked for this, bro. Why are you... I mean, people were willing to give you good grace. You were going to take a little bit of shit on Twitter, but it wouldn't have mattered. Listen, I mean, I don't want to sing his praise on this one because he's acting like an idiot here, but he does have those convictions. That's all you have to say. I mean, if he wanted to ego max about it, just say, hey, go to predatorpoachers.com. We put 350 people in jail. We didn't do them all good, but we certainly learned our lesson. And that's it. Like, what do you... That's all you got to say, man. You're good. You're fine. Most people are going to be okay with that. Oh, look, it seems like this guy has done good things. I guess people are allowed to make up for bad things they've done in the past if they dedicate their next 5 years doing it better. I mean, that's a good thing that you're doing there. Alex, I love your work, but Chris has been at it way longer than you. Stay in your lane before you shoot yourself in the foot. I know, right? Which makes it crazier that we've got more convictions. He's like really, I mean, on one hand, yeah, he probably has a bigger success story than Dateline NBC's To Catch a Predator. He's inspired by it, but he's done a lot in the years that he's been doing it. He's way younger. He's going to be doing it way longer, probably. Yeah, I mean, I could give him that. I'll give him that credit. Why do you feel so inferior, though? Why do you feel so inferior that you feel like you need to tweet about how great you're doing over and over? These are all in the span of 3 days. Do I think that you're really this confident? No, I don't think you're this confident at all. I think you're saying something to try to feel better about your situation, which is really embarrassing. It's really sad. How could one hate Chris Hansen? He's the father of your profession. I don't know this guy. He's a basketball player. He's better than LeBron James at basketball. I guess he's like a new good player. It's literally a bunch of do-nothing retarded F-slurs on Twitter going, "Durr, apologize to me." Like, how long are you going to crash out about this? This is like the I don't care maxing, guys. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. We do great work over here. We do great work over here, guys. I don't care. 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 I'm starting to think you care, you know? What is the quote? If a king has to say that he's a king, he's probably not a king, or no one respects him as a king. If you're really doing a lot of good work and you got to keep tweeting "hoes mad," something's got to give here. There's probably something wrong with your approach. I'm done talking shit on Chris Hansen. Did I already pull this one up? Okay, this was where the Chris Hansen thing was supposed to be. Y'all N-words still pretending to be mad, or is the new current thing over yet? Okay. But this is today now. Some of these are older now. Yeah, it is. You reached out to him first. Oh, really? What law or rule of evidence does this violate? Except it is. You went through exactly 0 legal channels and essentially did it all for clout. This might not have been your intent, but it's how it played out. Irrelevant. Well, it is relevant. He got away. How come almost every place arrests our guys except for Kern County? I don't understand how you could just blame the police for not wanting to work with the vigilante who couldn't do the basic thing of, like, not texting EDP first. This is such an easy point to concede on. It's not worth the argument. Yeah, I mean, we made a mistake. Probably shouldn't do that. We learned our lesson. It's just insane. It's crazy. He's on a tweet rampage. He's in the trenches. He just keeps going. He keeps going and going and going. It's objectively your fault he didn't get charged. You tainted the case. My anime reaction channel said so. It must be true. You've been a predator hunter for 2 years before EDP and still fucked it up by initiating contact. It's basically rendering the case useless. It's actually directly solely your fault. We've had multiple pedos arrested even for messaging first. Kern County won't prosecute 2 sex offenders we brought to them. It's past EDP now. You see, you're the best in your field of work, Alex. Chris Hansen and those hordes of seething leftists and can never change that. I never said this about anybody, but you're a genuine hero. You deserve all the riches in the world. They're just mad that I say the N-word. Can't help themselves. Yeah, I would have bleeped that one, but I didn't read the other message. Did my job? Obviously. You know the evidence is real. You're coming for a reason. So if the evidence is real, Kern County must be at fault for not taking it. Wow, all that. And by the way, this is fucking crazy, dude. It's like he's never heard of the concept of inadmissible evidence, as if this is not a thing that is actually a major issue when it comes to these cases. Wow, all that and can't even handle a predator like EDP, the easiest catch of all time. It's all Kern County's fault. Where did you get those stats from? PP convictions, which I believe are accurate to my knowledge. You're going to be known as the guy who fails to get EDP arrested. He doesn't have to be known by... This is how you become known as that, by the way, Alex. Because if your response was just like, yeah, we got 350 of them, so sorry we dropped one of them, but we've been hard at work here doing justice or something. I mean, there's a way to navigate this without sounding like a fucking retard. Oh no, the ain't this the dude anime F-slurs are whining. Again, you need to take a better approach to this. Your defense should be, this was done at the very beginning of our careers. We acknowledge, dude, they're literally sending him a copy pasta of the correct answer. We've improved our mythology and standardized our process to avoid this. Of course, we've improved a lot. Still not our fault that EDP wasn't charged. So again, This is kind of it. This is where you can't even concede an inch. This guy puts it all out there. It's all you got to say. It should be how you feel. Shouldn't be you doing anything that you're not comfortable with. This should be your position. This is a very reasonable statement. And Alex is just like, no, I can't give you a single inch. I will not provide a single inch. Now, this one is where it gets really obvious what's the problem. He's unable to take criticism from us and how he can hurt us and hurt our process of healing. Don't get me wrong, I want predators behind bars, but I wish that he actually was able to own up for the fact that he messed one up and caused serious harm. So did Chris Hansen. The thing is, I can take criticism. This is the longest response that he's going to make here, but it does start with I can take criticism. But when it's been years and years of it removed from the event in question, primarily from people who don't even keep up with our shit, it's kind of just repetitive nonsense at this point. So this is how he actually feels about it so far, and I don't know why he's fighting and acting like he's done nothing wrong if his real issue is why are we still talking about a predator sting that we did 5 years ago? That could be a point of frustration. That could lead to you being upset. Hey, these guys haven't heard of us in 5 years. They keep saying this, and we've gone out and caught 350 pedophiles. I get why you'd be upset about that. Y'all don't think we've changed things since then? There's nothing that will oh, it's kind of repetitive nonsense. How many more times do you guys want to talk about a sting from 5 years ago? Y'all don't think we changed things since then? There's nothing that will satisfy any of you. So why should I care at this point? What do you want me to do? Just rewind the hands of time? Like, come on, bro. And even then, it's still Kern County. So nothing would change. They still wouldn't do shit. The main difference now is that it would take place in a different county. So here's the problem. I can take criticism, but the end of this says you're not doing so. And if you want to talk about things from 5 years ago, I've got plenty of examples of you defending your actions from 5 years ago to the point where you're saying that it's fine to message first, which in this case was a bad decision that you should not have done. So yeah, that's when things start to pop up. Like, oh, it was 5 years ago, but I mean, I kind of got you like same day writing really stupid shit, or day before writing really stupid shit. So that makes me question, is it worth dropping, or is it really worth a valid critique, you know? Screw all those retards, Alex, but can you tell us why you couldn't take why they couldn't take the case? Was it really because y'all messaged first? No, Kern County sucks monkey ass. Wonder what he meant by that, and doesn't take any of these cases. So Alex Rosen has been having a day. I haven't checked since I started streaming. It's entirely possible that he's still popping off on social media right now. I have no clue. I have no clue what his plan on this is going to be. But yeah, it's really embarrassing. I don't know why he keeps doing this. I wish he would kind of stop. It makes me feel like an idiot for defending him in some capacity and watching this guy absolutely bomb this. But yeah, he messaged Fist. He messaged Fisk. So let's take a look at some of the some of the documentary pieces that were cut out now. These are the deleted scenes. There's more being posted seemingly every day. Hopefully one of them will eventually be the Boogie Mukbang, and I'll do another segment covering that. But this is a bit of a comedic segment going over the YouTubers reacting to EDP445.
Yeah, so this is one of those things that absolutely should land a human being in jail.
You know, some people thought this was a positive.
And it looks like he's cum in his hand and is letting it drip down his hand. And sent this to someone he believed to be a 13-year-old girl.
Absolutely fucking deranged.
It looks like a misformed Mr. Potato Head. It kind of looks like it has eyes right here.
And why is there better censorship in this than there is in the other one?
And then like the potato head body, but it's kind of like shrunk down a little bit.
Dude, this is the type of shit we were missing.
I would say his penis is...
Oh, God. Oh.
Definitely.
Dude, Mudahar has an opportunity to say something stupid, guys. Stand back and stand by. You know what's crazy? This has 495 views. Go subscribe to Mike Clum 2. This is his second channel where he posts outtakes and stuff. This stuff we're going to see on the Boogie thing that I didn't even know existed.
Body, but it's kind of like shrunk down a little bit.
I would say his penis is definitely very, very small. He's got a grasp with his fist, like this.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
When Wings is ripping on you. I mean, dude.
And let me tell you, there's not much left at the end over here worth writing home about. He's a small guy.
If I had to describe EDP445's penis, have you ever seen one of those mushroom characters from Super Mario?
Oh my God, dude. All right, that immediately, I immediately got a picture in my head of what he's talking about.
Okay. Like one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with like the
Dude, oh my god, Gaijin Goomba is having a fucking seizure thinking about this.
mean face, and they're like you hop on them and you get the token. Not that you would get a token from hopping on EDPs. Oh, okay. Anyway, it looks like a mushroom from
Well, he probably uses Mario to lure them over to begin with.
from the Super Mario series. Yeah, Goombas, I think they're called. Goombas, right?
As far as penises go,
Oh my god, dude. By the way, Boogie looks completely different 2 years ago.
it is.
He actually looks more put together here than he does now.
Yeah, Goombas, I think they're called. Goombas, right?
As far as penises go,
There is one video that I can't show you. I didn't put it on the docket, so you have to go to Mike Clum 2 to check it out. But there's a video on here called EDP's Kill List, and I'm not playing that on this YouTube channel. That one is on you. If you want to watch the EDP445 murder list, that's going to be on the Mike Clum 2 channel.
it is considerably smaller than I thought it would be. I'm an old man, but I was always told the black men had larger.
Oh no, dude, there's no way. Dude, wait, no, that's actually hilarious. Why am I laughing at Boogie?
As far as penises,
Also, wait, what did he label Mudahar?
Penis.
Oh, he didn't get a caption. I wanted to see if he became an engineer in any of these clips.
Goombas, I think they're called. Goombas, right?
as far as penises go, it is considerably smaller than I thought.
Dude, Boogie's like, I've heard there's a thing called a BBC.
It would be.
Dude, where's that clip? Let me talk about your BBC. That's my favorite one. Let's talk about your BBC.
Cannot say that any member of the Bush administration.
Nicholas, thank you. I appreciate
you for the $5. Say that any member of the Bush administration knew it was going to happen and wanted it to happen. It's a ridiculous thing to say.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about your BBC.
Dude, that's really what Boogie just said, bro.
I'm an old man, but I was always told the black men had larger genitals.
Stream the full film, The Sick Mind of EDP445 on Mike Clum's YouTube channel. By the way, can I just say, it is unprecedented for 3.5 million views in 2 days on a video that was age restricted in 30 minutes during a premiere. I've never seen a stat like that before. This should be all. But yeah, this is absolutely unhinged level of viewership here.
So
I mean, Rain kind of got fucked over by the whole proceeds thing, but whatever.
I just
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
That's a small D for a person of color, or is it?
I thought he would have a more impressive penis than that.
I'm not rating another man's Becca. You want me to really rate this guy's dick? What do you want me to rate it?
Low. Very low. I would rate this penis very low out of 10.
Why do you go to a 10 scale immediately?
Extremely low.
I'm gonna have to put ED penis in the D tier.
Very low. 0. It doesn't even look like a penis. It just looks like it's vertical and it's round looking.
Absolutely disgusting.
Like the very tip is brown, and then
dude, why does Keemstar have the best response to this?
Absolutely disgusting.
Like the very tip is brown, and then below that is slightly pink, and then it goes back to brown.
Ugh.
It's like those fucking those ice cream sandwiches.
I'm looking at the smallest pathetic penis.
Could you imagine this video existing for anyone else that's not
ever? And what is on the tip? Is there some kind of fungus? What is going on over here?
The fungus among
What is
us.
growing on his dick?
0. It's fucking 0. It's 0.
Gym in Koreatown.
Oh no, bro. Adam22.
Sad, it's impudent, and it hasn't grown.
You know, it's not a micro penis.
Dude, the only guy who's like, all right, man, this guy's got kind of a shaft.
And I've seen quite a few micro penises.
Ugh.
I used to go to the gym in Koreatown. There's a lot of micro penises out there. So it's not a micro penis, but it is rather micro compared to what else is out there.
This guy is just such a lol cow waiting. We're gonna get like tons of lol cow content out of this guy at some point.
Yeah, I mean, for a 500-pound man who's dying of dialysis and wants to bang a child, I guess a smaller penis is better.
Boogie. Dude, I have to. I can't, bro. I don't even know what to say to that. Why did he say that? Why did Boogie let himself get recorded saying this out? What is this clip? Why did he post this on social media? I didn't pre-watch this. He just gave this to Mike Klum for free. Did you read his tweet before where he's like, I took this like deathly serious and I was just trying to provide like you saw that tweet, right? That was a thing that you fucking saw, right? I think. I don't, why did he do this?
I've seen worse, but this is easily a 2.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, a 2 out of 10.
I'm trying to remove it from my remove it from my brain now.
I mean, that was worth watching. People had issues with with my topic choice there to show you, but I think that was worth looking at. Now we're gonna look at
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this
bit
last
more
night, and after
controversial.
watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black pilled on this shit.
We're a bit more controversial here. Now we're gonna get the review of the shit pics.
Of EDP's uncensored shit pics as
Oh my god, dude. I had to skip the shit pics, but they're more censored now.
well as some Mike exclusives here that EDP sent you.
That's right.
So these are going to be seen for the first time.
Dude, Charlie has no emotion in his videos, but he sells the documentary scenes perfect.
The first time.
This is almost as good as the time he was in Hunger Games. I think more of him got in Hunger Games than I got in Disclosure Day. I still haven't seen that movie to know if I'm like if you could find my elbow in the opening scene, but I think he actually got seen more in Hunger Games than I got seen in Disclosure Day.
That is shocking.
I'm feeling slightly nauseous right now. That is so disgusting.
It's so funny how much shit that Oompaville probably filmed, and the only clip that made it into the documentary was him being like, "You need to like low tier God now."
But the shit is so, it's not even.
Why is there so many pages? So at some point, EDP just started sending pictures of his shit to my Klum cell.
It's like liquidy.
Lack of fiber.
Dude, big shout out to Liquid Richard. Am I right? You were in Disclosure Day? I don't think I was in Disclosure Day. I'm almost positive I wasn't in Disclosure Day. I filmed with Disclosure Day for an afternoon in the big opening wrestling scene as like a crowd person. As an extra. That was fun. That was a fun thing we did. I got to watch Steven Spielberg for a day and got paid to sit there. It was a very fun time.
Definitely a lack of fiber.
Definitely a lack of fiber.
This is diarrhea-esque and maybe a little blood.
Oh! Well, yeah, we do know that he started... Dude, EDP beat his shit so hard it came out bloody. But that was actually because his kidneys were failing.
It's like, look almost like chocolate.
Oh! Oh!
Like, it doesn't even look like it's human feces.
Oh!
I eat all day, every day. My shit looked like this, I would go to the emergency room. Okay? I eat all day, every day, and all I eat is junk food. And my shit isn't this disgusting.
Why is everything Boogie's saying hilarious? I hate to be...
What the fuck is this guy?
Buddy! This guy, I don't like this guy.
Is if her profession was in the medical field, and you needed and you were just like, "Am I okay?"
You know, you got to give it to him that he's pretty good at like throwing the toilet paper to the side of the shit so that you're able to actually see the shit well, which is...
Well, it's probably on purpose.
Lets me know that he's like experienced.
Alright, is there any more... Oh, we gotta watch Wings. Wings of Redemption. I need to see Wings talk about
Might
it.
have some fucking blood in it. Good lord, look at this one. Like, what is that? It looks like strawberry jam sitting on the top of it.
Oh, God!
I'm not a doctor, but I'd go see a doctor if this was my stool and I didn't know why.
Well, I think he does know why. It's because he's dying. Oh, you're... Dude. Oh, my God. Mike, you're giving the man a pile of shit. That's crazy.
Go ahead and...
Ugh. Oh.
What do you see? What are you looking at?
What appears to be a toilet bowl.
Also, this fucking music is ridiculous, bro.
With feces. Ugh.
Look who called!
Who does this? I mean, that's just, there's no... Ugh.
Dude, he didn't even throw... EDP threw the picture of, what streamer was that? Asmongold or something? He didn't even throw the shit.
Seen enough.
So he's not eating right. I can guarantee you that.
God damn, nigga. Here you go.
Did he just say the N-word? What was that? Jesus Christ. So that's the shit one. That is the poo. This is the poo. Now, we have a normal video here. This is a full return of form where EDP gets brought back to the scene of the crime.
In Bakersfield, California.
He said ninja? I don't know. He's got like some of that. Nick, would you consider opioids? No. He's got some. How do I say
people
this?
Get horrified at Ultimate Toilet Review is the only thing that brings me joy in life.
But we are actually driving to...
Could you imagine going with EDP and letting him drive your... This guy dreams about wanting to kill people. And Mike's like, yeah, I'll sit in the passenger seat.
All right, y'all, so we're back here.
Dude, someone just wrote, hey, Boogie is live. Are you a bot? I've never seen anybody excited for Boogie being live before. No, you're not. You actually are a channel person who comes here. I've never seen somebody excited for a Boogie stream in my life.
And
I thought that was a bot.
California on Mount Vernon Avenue, where the sting op went, well, the botched ass sting op.
Bro, how did they get a cat to just run across the frame?
Vernon Avenue.
Could you imagine if you're like going to this national landmark of where the cupcake incident happened? And then you look at you're like, no fucking way. Like, you just happen to stumble there on this day.
Where the sting op...
Do you think there's a Pokestop where the sting operation happened? There should be a Pokestop there.
We're in Bakersfield, California on Mount Vernon Avenue, where the sting op went, well, the botched ass sting op. And sucks to revisit this shit, but hey, we're back here. You know, basically I was coming to meet up with a certain someone that you guys already know. So, right?
He just confesses to everything.
Now,
yeah, this is where he ran to his car. Right? Well, ran is a choice term.
I am at the Rite Aid where it all started. This is where I parked, basically. First off, what's going through my mind as I'm walking up, I'm thinking to myself, I should have, brought my with me.
Yeah, this guy has, like, there's no remorse here. There's no remorse at all whatsoever.
You know what I mean? Because I actually left it up on the counter.
Yeah, dude, after he got exposed for being a pedophile, then all of a sudden you could hear the music in the background. And he waddled away! Waddle. And he waddled away! Into the very next day. And the next day, ba-da-da, is when Gideon fucked up the sting.
At home, What's going on through my head is,
Dude, Tectone is looking at this guy being like, they let you have guns?
More than likely, this shit is going to end very, very badly. But, shit, why not? You know what I mean? So.
And again, we know that in the documentary, he said that he thought his mother was with him on the drive over, and she wanted him to stop. So it seems like this guy really had a lot of time to contemplate his life decisions as he went to ruin them.
Walking. They had to be camped out behind that brick wall, right by that Jack in the Box. You feel me? Because as you're walking, I didn't see any goddamn body.
This guy's thinking about everything other than, like, why what he did was indefensibly wrong.
You feel me? As I'm walking, I'm contemplating up in my head, don't do this shit, get the hell out of here.
I almost don't believe that. I think he was probably excited.
Shit's going down, Well, I'm not saying shit's about to go down. I'm basically thinking like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think I have a pretty solid idea. I'm pretty sure you were probably pretty happy about this.
What % likelihood do you think it was like a setup versus an actual girl that you were going to have some fun with?
In my head, I guess I was at like 35%. 35%.
That it was a sting, right?
Set up. What?
Yeah, he thought 75% he was going to be able to fucking brutal. Like, that's insane.
65%.
Why is he out of breath? Dude, listen, man, this is his running speed.
Gonna have some fun or whatever, you know what I mean? And so literally, as I'm walking...
That breathing is bad. Guys, I can't stress this enough. He's dying.
Bam!
Great math. Oh, God. Listen, all right. Nick, would you consider opioids? No.
Why does he talk like a Sopranos character who doesn't know he's being filmed?
Right here. That's when they come around this brick wall right here, and they approach me on some bullshit, and they start, I can't remember what was said, but pretty much it was, you know, you're caught red-handed, you know what I mean? They got the documents, they got all that shit. When you're in that particular situation, it's, you know, it's one thing to say what you would have did, what you should have did, what you were going to fucking do. Bitch, it's another fucking thing to be actually in that particular moment.
You shouldn't have ever been in that particular moment. No normal person would ever find themselves in that moment. It's insanely hard to empathize because no one wants to, for the record. There's nothing to empathize with. But let's say hypothetically there even was. You're trying to argue to people who aren't pedophiles to see it your way. You're a pedophile.
And not knowing what the f to do. You know what I mean? Because you don't know if they're the police. You don't know if they're...
You shouldn't be... Wait, dude, if this is even a factor in your mind, the girl's too young. Dude, here, this is actually, we got a litmus test for you. If you ever think, am I going to be arrested if I meet up with this girl? The girl's too young. That's it. All right. You've solved the problem.
With like a government entity or what? You know what I mean? You're just frozen with fucking fear and you don't know what to do. These interrogators, they take advantage of that fear. You know what I mean? Because you just want to say whatever it is that you have to say.
If you're here, you're guilty. That's the whole thing. All of that other stuff is like additional. They got you.
Agree with them. Say whatever.
Dude, cops hate this one simple trick.
Get the f out. You know, you're thinking that, you know what, man, the more I cooperate with them, the more that I agree with them, you know, the more, the faster and the more that I fess up, I get to leave as quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always wonder when I see people, like, I always thought never talk to cops unless there's a lawyer present. That's always been my understanding. I've watched a fuckload of movies and I've heard, like, that's the advice I've always been given. And I always, like, lose my mind whenever you see people just immediately start opening up and talking to cops and telling them a bunch of stuff that gets them arrested or something, or confessing to stuff they didn't even do, not requesting a lawyer and shit like that. I'm like, how could you be so stupid? This seems like something that everyone would know. And then guys like EDP exist. So it's like,
But... you know, obviously it didn't turn out to be that fucking way.
Good idea, cops aren't your friends. Dude, for some reason, EDP thought pedophile hunters, when he is a pedophile, would be friends with him.
So
in that moment.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the second I saw, you know, Alex Rosen and he came up on me and shit, obviously at the time, in the moment, I didn't know and I wasn't aware that my life was going to change the way that it
He literally said, is my life going to end, to Alex Rosen? That's not true.
did. You know what I mean? Obviously looking back upon it now, yeah, it's up, you know. The shit went downhill.
Please don't say the shit went downhill, sir.
For the most part. But it's like, motherfucker, you're going to sit back and try to, you know, fuck me over and ruin my life, nigga, when you got a whole fucking slew of skeletons in your fucking closet. But it's perfectly okay because nobody wants to talk about that, right?
What are the skeletons in Alex Rosen's closet?
Yeah, so as I'm still walking...
Wait, no, you don't want to talk about it either?
You know, he's...
Dude, he just says that and moves on.
You know, coming at me with all this...
That's a great... I'm going to use that argument moving forward. It's like, nobody wants to talk about the skeletons in Augie's closet. He's got skeletons? No. But if he did, no one would want to talk about them.
Evidence and all the papers and shit like that. You know, he's basically just grilling my ass up in the fucking room. You got the little short ass motherfucker who's wearing he was wearing a ski mask, a balaclava, tried to give him the whole little famous fist bump or whatever. He's like, oh.
You were just looking for somebody to bump your shit, bro.
Oh man, I don't do fist bumps with fuck.
He's kind of mauling him on that one. That was the most pathetic, sad excuse of a comment ever. I don't fist bump people like you, man.
Fucking, you know, predators and all that bullshit. And it's like, all right, well, fuck you then. I mean, me personally, man, I sat back. I tried to do the whole fist bump thing simply due to the fact that I was trying to, like, you know, break the ice, you know, make light of the situation, you know what I mean? You know, crack a joke or whatever. It didn't end up fucking happening that way.
Yeah, they caught you in a pedophile sting operation. It wasn't really a ha-ha lol kind of time.
You know, I mean, when he wouldn't fist bump me, I mean, it felt like the classic case of fucking rejection.
And that's how you got here to begin with. Martha!
And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, it's okay. That nigga's a faggot in any fucking way.
Oh. I don't get why he doesn't get along with Alex Rosen. It seems like they're kind of down the same path
so fuck him.
on that one. Not the pedo thing, to be clear.
So at this
it is kind of funny that his girlfriend's like in his girlfriend, the rejection woman is named Martha. Did you imagine? Why did you say that name?
Point, you know, you're fucked, you're caught. You know what I mean? More so in my body, I'm frozen with fear. You know what I mean? When I start getting like frozen with fear, like the whole fight or flight shit, I started getting this thing.
Think about how scared that girl would have been that this monstrous pedophile went to her house.
I getting this thing. I started to get this thing called cotton mouth. You feel me? Where I'm just like, you know what I mean, and doing that shit.
That might just be because like your kidney's failing.
In my mind, I'm just like, you know, just tell him what.
Oh, dude, someone like the top comments that I keep seeing is every time he's like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, I do not know what you mean, sir. Actually, I do not know what you mean. I am not aware of what you mean.
Wants to fucking hear, you know what I mean? You're more so just telling them what they want to fucking hear because, I mean, at that point in time, it's like, you know, you're thinking to yourself, the faster you get this shit over with, the faster you can go home. Which is never the fucking case. It's never that fucking cut and dry or easy that fucking.
Yeah, this is like the same logic I guess people use with police. If you're mentally retarded, I guess that's a good play for you.
And simple, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah, the fact that I saw them recording and like I guess it was like a medium built guy, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, sir. I'm not aware.
He had the handheld camera. Yeah, you knew that this shit was like all fucked up, dude. You know, you knew that.
What?
It was a blatant setup, blatant sting.
Why is he not taking responsibility for the fact that the quote unquote blatant setup and blatant sting was like correct? Like they caught him. He did the thing. Like he seems to think he's a victim in all of this somehow.
You knew that whoever you were messaging wasn't who you were messaging. You know what I mean? So. You know, as I was walking up, I thought this was a real ass person. It went from real person to fake person.
There was never a real person. It's crazy because like if you watch the documentary, EDP was so retarded and like such a raging pedophile that he thought that he was going to get a relationship out of this.
Fuck are you going to do? It's pretty much, you know.
With like the child, like he's just like that. He's that insane.
You're basically saying.
Well, yeah, I mean the reason why the entire, you know, cupcake thing.
You knew Nick. You knew what he means. You always know what he means. You know what he means. You know what he's meaning. You know what he means.
Was like a major hit and shit like that, and the reason why a lot of people started talking about it and making jokes about the shit online is because when I was at home and she gave me a call. You know, at first I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit. I got some shit going on, you know, so I blatantly rejected the shit at first, you know. And then the second time I hung up, she gave me a call again. And she was all like, you know, I just want you to come over. I was just going to give you a cupcake or some shit.
Yeah, they literally waved sweets in front of you and then you fucking floated over here like you smelled a pie.
And that's where like, when she said that, transitioning to here, you know, that's what I basically told them, and then shit got leaked out online and all that bullshit. So
that's not what leaked means. That was just released.
Yeah, so basically they were asking me all these different questions and shit. They had to scratch it.
Like he's 2 seconds away from me. Like they didn't even bring a cupcake. They told me they'd have a cupcake. That's insane.
Transcripts, they had the logs, they had the screenshots and all that shit. And I mean, I basically just told them, yeah, man, I'm just here to get a cupcake. I don't know what the fuck's going on or whatever. Don't know what the fuck all these cameras is for and all that shit. But the main thing I feel like I regret that day is I didn't bring my off the counter.
Holy shit, dude.
Big 1911, and shit will be splattered all. Philippe first.
I think everyone knows what he said there.
That's not true.
I'm just saving myself some time in the editing room.
I actually ended up calling my friend Jason first. I don't think he answered. Then I called Philippe. He didn't answer, but he called back. And he was basically saying, you know, dude, just go home. Get the f out of there. Stop talking to him. Don't say shit else. Just go the fuck home. And as I got to about right here, That's when Jason called. I'm like, yo, man,
Who is Jason?
Started crying, you know, all that theatrical bullshit.
I started crying. It's theatrical. It was very funny.
I was a bitch, so fuck you. And he basically told
his issue is that he didn't. He wouldn't go back and not do it. He's mad that he didn't bring guns. Yeah, this is not a person who really is upset about their own actions. This is a person who's like probably who's going to do it again. He's probably going to do it again. If he has a chance to do this again before he dies, he will.
Told me like, you know, get the fuck out of there. Just go home.
Well, that's an unfortunate voice crack.
Just do anything you fucking want to. Just get the fuck out of there and just leave. You know what I mean? So pretty much after that, I walked back around this corner the same way the same route I took to get up. Walked around the corner, went back to Rite Aid, hopped up in the car, got the fuck out, peeled the fuck out, basically. As in my mind,
and again, during that point, Alex Rosen is fumbling with papers, being like, you got to arrest this guy. You got to get him.
Mine, as I'm walking out.
Wait for the police. Wait for the police.
Just get the fuck out, dude. Just go. Get out, go, run, now. Don't look back. You ever watch them scary ass
dude? His fight or flight has not improved. Like, he's here filming this documentary.
Movies where it's like, you know, just keep running and don't look back, you know what I mean? Or don't look down or whatever. That's pretty much what the fuck I did. So as I'm running, or walking, jogging.
Okay, he's conceded to the running allegation.
Brisk walking, whatever. I have something similar like this to open my car, you feel me? And obviously I don't want to fucking take 90 fucking years to like keep trying to open the bitch and whatever. So literally as I get to about right here, I'm doing this and clicking this button to open up the door to make sure that it's open as soon as I get there.
That's crazy. The brisk walking. Yeah, this is a goated pull. Go check out the Mike Clum 2 channel. There's a video that we're not going to see there right now. But yeah, that is the EDP.
Yeah, so pretty much.
All right, we're going to take a little bit of, I don't know if we're going to watch this whole thing with Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate. That might be good for the segment, but...
This is my favorite fucking book of all time, or at least one of my favorite books of all time. It's Why Women Deserve Less by Myron Gaines of the Fresh and Fit.
Oh my god, dude, this is a diet. Dude, they're literally bringing their fucking merch into this. This is like the worst case scenario of your Myron
podcast. I think women deserve less because
I bet he can't even read. That's the funniest part. I bet he just bought it to support.
They ain't really shit. They don't bring nothing to the table but goddamn.
Does it look like he read that book?
Drama, fucking heartache, nagging, bitching, complaining, and I feel like
is he still on the same page he was in the last frame?
This guy Myron Gaines has the fucking balls and the courage to revolt against these motherfuckers. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people, man, they want to talk.
He read it backwards.
Talk shit about, you know, Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate, about how it might be creepy for guys to.
Bro, those guys would fucking hate you.
You know, go out with.
And they're terrible people, too.
Like younger girls.
Like, you probably can't. Dude. That guy, isn't he like in jail right now? He would still spit on you.
But it's like, it's the fucking truth. I mean, like, you can't fucking sit back and say that a 19-year-old isn't fucking.
Stream the full film, The Sick Mind of EDP, on the Mike Clum YouTube channel. Go check it out on the Mike Clum YouTube channel.
Fucking bad as hell, isn't fucking hot. I mean, shit, man, like.
I'm sorry, wait, what did he just say?
Out with, like, younger girls.
Oh.
But it's like, it's the fucking truth. I mean, like, you can't fucking sit back and say.
Dude, this guy is just. This is a hyper pedophile. I don't know why he's saying this.
Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate, they are like my idols. When I
honestly, I think that you'd probably like Jeffrey Epstein more. He seems more up your alley.
Grow up, I want to be just like them. Not taking no shit, not giving a fuck.
Your Product, Your Environment by Nicholas DeOrio. I guess his environment was literally Epstein's island. He must have been one of the kids.
Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines, man, you know, one day I would like to have Chipotle, man. We're with you guys. Probably blow up a few toilets.
Oh. And he said, when I grow up. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. A 35-year-old saying he wants to be like somebody when he grows up. It's a 35-year-old man who's 1 year away from the expected time of death for anyone with his condition, too. That's like another whole angle here. So yeah, the Mike Clum YouTube channel has a bunch of clips. You can take a look at the Boogie2988 reveals his depressing net worth, him taking mushrooms with a shaman who died, Boogie is dating a 20-year-old, Boogie's sugar baby reveals shocking details. These videos have under 600 views in some cases. From 2 years ago, you've probably never seen them. I didn't even know this channel existed, but now there's a bunch of new content, including the Kayla Hoskins full interview, the react to EDP445 dick pic, shit pic, kill list, where he was caught, and then the Myron Gaines thing. You can check this out on the Mike Clum YouTube channel. Additionally, I don't know if there's any shorts here. There are shorts here. Boogie gets a real job.
I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed. So there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And then physically, I am morbidly obese. I have...
Yeah, great video. We might check that out on the channel some point. I don't know. It's probably not going to be this week, but when we have a little bit of time, I might spend some time checking that out. Known cancer survivor Boogie2988. Yeah, Mike Clum did a bunch of different stuff here. There's some clips that aren't actually from the videos. That's why they're interesting to check out. Additionally, Mike Clum's YouTube channel is the home of The Sick Mind of EDP445, the official documentary, and The Dark Sad Life of Boogie2988, the official documentary. This one's got nearly 7 million views, and this one is quickly rising to 4 in just 3 days. There is nothing like this on the platform that I've seen, at least. It either raises the bar or places him in a spot firmly outside of the regular YouTube commentary, quote-unquote, documentary video essay style. The Boogie one is just fucking classic. You need to watch this. It's just amazing. And the EDP one is kind of shocking, depending on how you're if you're squeamish or not, or you have issues with certain subjects. This one might not be as good for you. For me, though, I mean, I like the lol cow stuff, and this is definitely that. I don't know how much subscriber growth he's had over this, but it should be more. It's kind of crazy this guy hasn't gotten to 500,000 yet.
Thank you for the $5, my man.
And I've seen Chris Chan videos. Speak of the devil, he's in that documentary. This documentary...
Bro, I think if they put Chris Chan in as in Smiling Friends, it would have been fine.
That I just watched was a hot...
The Moist Critical Dude, I read that thread. They're like, oh, you don't understand.
Nicholas!
There were lol cows in that. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. It's like... like, you just... I mean... I can't say what I'm thinking, but, like... I can't say what I'm thinking.
Hodgepodge of glorifying pedophilia, platforming incel.
Is Big Blue Tears all over is Nick's phrase of the day? So the Big Blue Tears reference is Sarge from Red vs. Blue.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of
over our
sunken on this
ship. That's an extremely niche reference that I made, but I'm sure somebody remembers this random Sarge thing from one season of Red vs. Blue.
Hodgepodge of glorifying pedophilia.
Okay. What part of this dude, what part of the Mike Clum documentary that was like, you know what? I actually think this is a good thing. This right here, this is awesome. Like, dude, what the who the fuck watched that and went, wow, he really glorified that pedophile?
Was a hodgepodge of glorifying pedophilia.
I think, dude, I've been waiting for this, for it to be relevant. I've been waiting to say this. I think that you need to work on your drama literacy. I like the monster. I'm drinking one too. But I think you need to work on your drama literacy, sir.
Platforming incels.
Platforming incels. Who was the incel that was platformed? Oh, right. The pedophile. Yeah, it's almost like that wasn't a good... that wasn't like a good thing they were promoting.
Farming and absolutely zero new or informative information. That was
goat.
Ass.
Thank you for
that
the
was
$5,
so
my
bad.
man.
And I had to record a video talking about it just because of how much of a reaction it evoked at me. So I sat down before this. I made a stream.
Thank you. He is the Xander Hall lighting an angle. Yeah, but he's not a skeleton.
I set up with a thumbnail. I was so excited to...
The real question is, what kind of watch do we have on, sir?
I sat down before this. I made a stream. I set up like a thumbnail. I was so...
Ooh. That's
excited to watch this with my community and learn.
That might be something cool. I wish he would show that
about
better.
This horror.
Unlisted why? There's a reason. All right, don't give... I actually don't... I am not fucking with you. Please don't give this guy any shit. I think he's like completely conceited.
Horrible person who does horrible things and has never, even for a second, considered apologizing for it.
Okay, guys,
Nicholas,
I just wanted everyone to know
Thank you
that
for the $5,
I
my
think
man.
that EDP is bad, and I think that molesting children is wrong. I just wanted to make sure that I explained it effectively.
And what I was shown was a explanation for his actions. So basically, his perspective, his side.
Dude, EDP was like, I liked it. I was good at it. It made me feel alive. And this guy's like, you're justifying this guy raping kids. No, I don't think you watched the right show.
Side of it.
EDP talked to Chris Hansen and had a fucking Walter White moment talking to Skylar. Like, what show? What did you watch?
Basically, from like talking about how he's always.
Dude, this is the defense of whatever the fuck that loser's name is in Obsession. This is that thing, but like for the EDP documentary. This, like, how did you miss the point this hard?
Struggle with women, and women have denied him ever since he was a kid. And so when he finally got the attention of a kid, it made him feel.
No, EDP broke the one wish Willow and wished that his girlfriend could be 13 forever.
Justified, and so he decided to run with it.
Bear, yeah.
Which is,
you know, it's funny they named him Bear. That had to be on purpose. Like, in the woods, would you pick the man or the bear? But in the movie, you get both. Dude, my media literacy is off the charts.
Only going to resonate with people online. I would not be shocked if after this documentary.
No, wait. Okay, this guy trolling? Is he going to say that hordes of people are going to justify raping people?
Only going to resonate with people online. I would not be shocked if after this documentary, there are more supporters of EDP.
Bro, if you watch that video and you're like, I think this guy is pretty cool, I think that they should check your hard drives. I don't think that, like, anyone should come to that conclusion.
Than there were before this dropped. And that is a bad thing. That is a sign that you have created a horrible piece of media. And it is...
Dude, the sign that you created a horrible piece of media... Is this what it feels like to do an EFAP breakdown of, like, a movie that... Because I gotta be honest with you, this feels like I'm doing, like, a reaction to, a media critique rather than a YouTube drama. So, hold on. Let's play with this. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Bad thing. That is a sign that you have created a horrible piece of media.
So this hypothetical group of EDP supporters I pulled out of my ass is a promissory note that your documentary did not hit the intended target. What? I don't know, man. I made it up. Dude, I believe there will be more EDP fans after this documentary. Fine. But then he's hedging that as, like, the reason why his next point works.
And it is so frustrating when I say creators like Moist Critical, who is just fucking cardboard the human being, going out and glazing.
Is he wearing a Tudor black bag? Because that looks clean. I can't tell.
All over. Dude. Over this documentary because he's in it, and because he probably had an interaction with like Mike Klum that went good, but it was.
Dude, who the fuck? Like, I don't want to shit on Mike Klum at all. I think Mike Klum's done a great job. Mike Klum has exactly 2 YouTube videos. This was his second one. Yes, I saw it. I knew it was going to be really good. I don't know if Charlie saw it, but do you think, like, Charlie needs to glaze a guy who's about to post his second YouTube video? Is there a dude, there's a chance the first one was a fluke. It wasn't, but, like, this guy has exactly 2 videos.
So bad. It was so bad. Like, the first hour, maybe hour, like a half hour.
Through the first hour, meaning like 3/4 of the video.
He spent with EDP explaining to us his story. And I'd expect maybe after that, you cut EDP out of the documentary.
Why? Why would you cut him out? If he's willing to do all of those things, why would you remove it? Guys, ethically, we're going to have to kick this guy out of the documentary. I know it's gold. I know this is hilarious. But unfortunately, ethically, he's got to go.
And you move onwards talking about the perspective of the other YouTubers and learn.
Dude, you don't understand. There's supposed to be a 30-minute section going over every aspect of the excruciating details where we censor all of it to talk about victim safety in this YouTube documentary. We have to sit there and spend like 30 minutes making sure you guys know like what a victim is and why it's bad. And dude, I can't even be a dick about this. There was a renowned doctor. I'm not sure if you know this. Dude, they literally brought in a professional doctor named Dr. Anna Assaulter to come in and give clinical... psychology. And Dr. Anna Salter, okay, was literally in the documentary. All right, is this woman just not a doctor, or is this like a wild coincidence that Dr. Ann Assaulter is... Did anybody... Dr. Ann Assaulter came in to give us the definition of pedophile down the stretch.
Learning about the victims, and then maybe talking to us about, like, from like the perspective of psychologists, why people do these things and how to spot it, how to avoid.
Wait, this isn't a meme? Thank you, Keldon, for the raid. No, that's real. That's an actual screenshot. You can go check it in the documentary. We'll be there later. I'll go find
it for kids who might run into this sort of thing. But all you got was graphic images of EDP's penis.
I'm sorry. I had to drink it. I had a drink in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Glorious. I really wanted that in my eyes.
Dude, listen, I didn't know how good... I didn't know how awesome EDP was until I saw the size of his cock. That was when I knew that I became a fan. Dude, you made a fan out of me. You made a fan out of me.
And also...
Is this really lolly?
More like EDP... commentary on every single event in the entire thing that culminated.
We haven't heard his takes, man.
With borderline Family Guy cutaway gags where he's wearing a fucking Peter Griffin fit.
All right, he's kind of spitting on this one, dude. Dude, the documentary does have a couple of those moments.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Why is this guy giving Curtis Connor iDubbbz mullet era vibes?
Dude, EDP is just sitting there looking off in the distance, and then it just cuts to a new scene where he's just like, Lois, I'm gonna kill everyone who doesn't like me. He is right. That does kind of happen. Obviously, disavow, it's a joke. Please don't get me YouTube. But that does happen in the documentary.
With borderline Family Guy cutaway gags where he's wearing a fucking Peter Griffin fit, giving us a little slideshow presentation of each various YouTuber he dislikes, each one he likes, and then images of his own feces. That was what we got. That was what we got. We got nothing of substance.
We got nothing of substance, guys. Dude, there were two short scenes where he critiqued YouTubers or like made jokes about YouTubers that he liked. Guys, we got nothing out of that documentary.
Could have watched paint dry for an hour and a half.
Have you guys watched Netflix recently?
And learned more about myself.
You can learn more about Astroworld through a Google search than you can look through the official
Nicholas DeOrio
documentary.
streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on
They
this
make
shit.
documentaries on everything now. You need like an endgame goal to publish something. I'm sorry, but the streaming networks don't seem to give a fuck about that.
Or maybe something along the way.
I just saw Keffel's tweet. On
yeah, I saw Olivia's back on H3. That's awesome.
Appreciated the shout out.
I looked her up. Anna Salter is a real person. That name is just a funny coincidence.
Nick, would you consider thank you. No. So, our boy from the Sick Mind of EDP is Awful video has come back, and he's explained that, like, his takes weren't very good.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
You didn't want this. You didn't ask for it. But there it is. His poop.
Understand that my takes on the EDP documentary might have been relatively unsavory. I feel that whoever cursed me with an inclement storm and tornado warning might have pushed the bill a little too far. I'm sorry. The doc isn't worth this. You can have it. Oh my God.
I gotta be honest, this guy's like a small YouTuber. That's why I'm saying, like, please don't give this guy shit. Dude, this one he posted from his bed shirtless to be like, hey, listen, guys, I might have fucked this one up. I'll be unlisting the video.
I am still Savarino, and I don't like to take videos down. It is actually something that I will fight tooth and nail to avoid.
Yeah, shout out still Savarino. This is funny.
However, I am going to do that.
Nicholas DeOrio
Thank you!
right now. And after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
How dare this man disrespect this documentary? Dr. Anna Salter and Professor Ray Pidler are clearly the most well-renowned professionals in the field.
posted a video yesterday about the EDP documentary and how I was not a big fan.
Wait, what? He has a video called Pokemon Go to the Quiet Corner Hillary Clinton. Wait, what is this? Flock is to goon or not to goon? The world wishes me to be jobless, dude. If you keep giving bad takes, you're gonna be fucked. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I actually saw this, bro. Look at this. Classic bitch made move. 3 snarkers, whoever the fuck, gang up to interrogate a vulnerable abuse victim on stream. They press her until they force her out. They force out a denial. Now Dickers is proudly parade. So they're shitting on this Dickers YouTuber over the controversy that he had with like his the Lizzie person or whatever, like the, I don't know, mistress or like cheating participant. I don't fucking know. Or cheating victim. I don't know. Who cares? But like, these are just tweets where people are talking about the shitter community drama. And I noticed an interesting retweet from my Discord server. It seems like on his privated, locked, I don't want to cover YouTube drama account, Otterly Noah Divergence is literally retweeting shit just to fuck over Dickers. This guy doesn't want to do any YouTube drama. He's hiding on private right now, and he's still reading to see what his enemies are up to. Again, I do think there's some Bo Blacksian disorder at play here, because this is the type of shit you'd expect from... So there's this creature
named Nicholas DeOrio.
From Joshy.
He has this segment called The Ultimate Rape Reviews.
I mean, I know what this feels like.
From a killer bee, Riza. Probably.
I mean, I know what yeah, look at this shit. I know what this is like, dude. This is exactly what I have to do on a daily basis. Yeah, very Bo Blacksian from Willem over here. Willem 2.0. The Unfuck America Tour plays an interesting new video. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Are you guys familiar with one Def Noodles? Def Noodles, who used to call us all racists, bigots, and misogynists, has gone on a far-right grifting tour after we met him at a fucking boxing event. I don't know. Dude, this guy had like a crazy run of being like a woke scold, bad comedian. And then he was like totally awake, down to earth, had a girlfriend, life was good. And I blink for 5 seconds. He's a right-wing grifter. His points are the exact opposite of everything he's like... He's farther right than I think me or any of my friends have ever been when he was calling us right-wing grifters and right-wing whatever the fucks. Like, he's so far over, it's just become borderline parody. But he's not so far over that there's no infighting. This guy, Yusuf Haddad, and him were... they got into a fist fight, basically.
Genocidal fucking Fuck off, you genocidal fucking freak! You genocidal fucking freak! You're absolutely coward! You can't do shit, my brother! Dude, stop.
To be honest, Def Noodles has done it all. Alright, this guy is like the journeyman of different types of content.
Stop it! Hey!
You can't do shit with it!
And if you were surprised to know, this is not the first time that Def Noodles has had a run-in like this. At his comedy show, he almost got into a fight with somebody back in the day. I'm gonna tell you right now, the funniest Def Noodles moment in history is not in my videos. It's not in anyone else's videos. It is when a very flamboyant, ossified, drunk UFC champion John Jones stumbled into his fucking comedy show and bullied him and made fun of him. That is still going down as one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Assault charges. You've been punched in the head, punched in the face, and you go cry your mom. Bro, don't provoke. No. It's not provoke. Just everybody just shut the fuck up. You guys get this guy out of here.
So this went outside, actually. Additionally, it did end up going outside. Listen, he's just broing out a little bit.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5.
Listen, everybody has a bro moment. He's broing out a little bit.
I'm kids, and you need 2 people to hold me back.
I've broed out before. It's fine.
Be a man.
I ain't trying to fight you, idiot.
Stop, come on. That's your husband, right?
I mean, it seems like there's literally no one restraining the other guy, and one dude is holding Def Noodles. If he wanted to, he could really like juke his way out of there and get this guy.
Get away from my face.
He actually said, "Hold me back."
Look at this guy.
Politics are manly. The men in question. He looks like, this is like Elson Piker, isn't it? You can kind of see, he kind of looks like a little, like an older Hassan Piker.
If he hits me. Dude! Stop! Hey!
Oh, that's pathetic, bro. Dude, multiple people are pulling him back. Did he punch Def Noodles in the dick?
If he hits me. Dude! Stop!
So they got two guys restraining him as he's being brought to the ground slowly. And then this guy comes in and fucking swings a shot. That either is the stomach or the dick. Why are they fighting? Because this guy is a genocidal! Dude, nobody is restraining that guy. There's more people on cameras than trying to stop this. Why is Alex Rosen holding Def Noodles down? Dude, it's... Alex Rosen is everywhere. Guys, I actually tried to go... I actually got all of Alex Rosen's tweets that he definitely wasn't crashing out, by the way. I'm not going to tell you which ones are specifically labeled. But I thought there'd be 9, and I had to keep adding zeros so I could loop back around and start over again. Alex Rosen has definitely taken this L he's been delivered well. We'll get to that as we start our segment.
Listen, you saw I will stop. Stop.
You're going to laugh at as being a pathetic loser, but he is at...
Out of context, this clip is golden. They're right. This dead ass is going to fuel slander for generations, dude.
He is very entertaining to laugh at as being a pathetic loser, but he is, at the core, a horrible person.
He's never gonna learn, you know?
Dude, fuck it. If you die too many times in League of Legends, this is what your team is thinking. They're filming a documentary on how shit you are at Call of Duty.
Really hope.
Dude, when you accidentally drop away from the team in Warzone...
He's never gonna learn, you know? All you can really hope, the best advice you can give him is to be even stupider, and hopefully one day he lands himself in jail. Because
I also need to just... Dude, this is so crazy. Mutahar had so many opportunities to give a good take on this. He had so many chances to give a good take on this. He's like, you know, I really hope that EDP goes out and grooms again. And maybe next time he'll be so dumb they actually catch him. I know that's not what he's trying to say here. But can you explain in practice how this would be possible if he wasn't going to go out and groom another kid?
to be even stupider, and hopefully one day advice you can give him is to be even stupider, and hopefully one day he lands himself in jail.
It's like he never said that out loud and really thought about the mechanics of how that would be accomplished. He's just kind of saying something.
Because that's the only thing that can fix him, going to jail.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great take. Actually, I find that Oompaville's is probably more accurate.
So if I had to give EDP advice, all things considered, I would say...
Someone said, I think he'd be caught in a sting. Okay, so what do you think happens? I know this is a really dark subject that people might not be considering. Do you think that every time EDP has tried to engage with a minor on social media, that it was Gideon's 15-year-old friend, who we're going to spend a lot of time talking about today, because she's got like a bunch of videos out, we're finally checking them out, with Gideon's responses? Or do you think that sometimes it's not a sting operation, and this guy is just being a pedophile off camera? Yeah, he probably hasn't been caught every time he's done it. So to do another sting operation is just to continue trying to catch him, while EDP at large is still like a disgusting, degenerate pedophile. And even when you're doing sting operations with YouTubers involved, sometimes that sting operation involves an actual child for some reason. And I don't think that
Nicholas,
I don't think that Mutahar is accounted for the fact that even when they're doing sting operations, sometimes children still get groomed. You know, I'm trying to give Muta some help. No, I obviously don't think Mutahar was like, well, if one more kid gets groomed, it's like breaking an egg to make an omelet. I don't think that's what he was going for, but I just think it's worthless advice. And I definitely left this on the screen for way too long. Additionally, we covered that. That's, yeah.
Fully function.
Dude, this is a great one too.
The man's brain doesn't fully function. He is, by all definition, mentally retarded.
Well, just my... Dude, there's someone in my chat. The YouTubers in the documentary added nothing. None of them should have been there. Why are they here? And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to play this again.
The man's brain doesn't fully function. He is, by all definition, mentally retarded.
Are you gonna look me in the eyes and say this doesn't add something to the documentary? Are you gonna Reddit me out of this position right now? Because I am not fucking swerving. I am locking eyes with you, driving forward. My foot is on the gas, and I am not swerving. I will defend this until the day I die. Okay, this is high art. It belongs in the documentary. And you know what? I actually think that Mike Klum should release the pedophile mukbang. I want to see Boogie2988 debate EDP on pedophilia. I want to see that more than anything in the entire fucking world, all right? That needs... If we can watch mukbangs when we talk about families getting dismembered, I want the fucking EDP Boogie2988 mukbang to be released. Oh, what is that, Nick? What? How do you know that exists? You have insider information? Listen, this is like a picture of Jeffrey Epstein being photographed or something. Literally, it literally is. Bro, this guy's got... There's an entire table of McDonald's separating these two fuckers from each other. Where is it? This is not some fucking crazy thing that I've made up to make fun of you. Where is this? Did he delete the tweet? It's actually in my segment tonight, so if he deleted it, that's very funny. But, oh no, it's here. This is not AI.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
I want this!
Is it possible to get a happy birthday? I've only got 2 more years to empathy.
I want to see this! And then Boogie responded, actually, I am not a pedophile. My girlfriend was over the age of 18 by 3 months. Okay, I'm being a dick. He didn't say it like that. He didn't say it like that! We're going to cover Gideon tonight. That's going to be an opening part for that. Vitaly, that's in the segment, so we're going to have to look at that. Lots of tweets. Full documentary live on Twitter if you don't want to watch it on YouTube, and it's age restricted there and you can't watch it for some reason. What the fuck are you doing in my chat? If video gets age restricted and you can't watch it, and it's not because you don't want to like set up a fucking account or something, first of all, you can't type in my chat if you don't have your account set up. Second of all, if you're blocked by the age restriction, you shouldn't be here. You need to leave. You need to get out of here now, immediately.